Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back. My name's Will and this is the Win Me YouTube channel. Gotta hit you with that quick sales pitch. If you get to the end of this video and you enjoyed it, you like this type of content, you like mod videos, just automotive related content in general, think about hitting that subscribe button. It's totally free for you guys to subscribe. Just sends you a quick little notification whenever I'm posting some new content out there. But if you don't want to subscribe, that's cool. A like is always really appreciated as well, guys. Now with that out of the way, we can get into today's video. So if you're a Ford owner, you already know, unfortunately, Ford's been hit with quite a few recalls lately. They've been kind of getting trashed on social media, just with people saying, you know, what the hell is Ford doing with these vehicles, rushing them out there and then having to do all these recalls. For example, being my S650 behind me has that BCM, the body control module recall. I haven't had any issues with mine, and considering mine is like really modified with the Whipple, the headers and all that stuff, I don't really want to send it over to the dealership to have them start messing around with it. So for me, I'm going to leave this one alone, but the one that I'm going to be referring to today, obviously like the title suggests, is going to be the recall pertaining to the Ranger Raptor. So I have a 2025 Ranger Raptor. I'm going to turn you guys around in a minute and show you exactly, you know, the truck. If you are a current owner, you've already been notified of this. 2024 and up Ranger Raptors, they have a safety recall. And it's also why a lot of Ranger Raptors are currently sitting on the lot, because these dealerships can't sell these vehicles to buyers when there's a safety recall. So if you have been in the market lately for a Ranger Raptor and you've been seeing them on the lots, that's why. And I've seen quite a few people in the Facebook groups saying that they have orders that came into the dealership and they've been sitting there for like 1-2 months, going on 3 months at this point, where the dealership can't officially sell and release the vehicle to them because of this safety recall. And I've seen a lot of other people saying they've gone to the dealership to try and make a deal on a Raptor that's sitting on the lot, and the dealer just simply can't sell it to them because of this recall. But let me turn you guys around, show you my truck, and then I can show you all the paperwork and go into the recall a little bit more in depth. So like I was saying, this is my 2025 Ranger Raptor, Shadow Black. Not a lot done to it at this point. Some grill marker lights, has some bedside decals, and then we got a nice little tonneau cover on the rear. But I've had this thing for going on 3 months at this point, almost 7,000 miles, so I've definitely been driving the hell out of it. Got quite a few parts on order that are kind of trickling in here. This is going to be a full build on the channel, so if you are a fan of the Ranger Raptor, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for the fun. But yeah, just thought I'd go ahead and introduce my truck to you guys, you know, if you're new viewers here. But let's go ahead and talk about the recall now. So for this video, the recall I'm referring to is recall number 25V541, and then that's the compliance recall notice 25C41, and it is pertaining to the side curtain airbags. So right up here inside the vehicle, you know, obviously your side curtain airbags, which are right up through here. Basically, the recall is saying that if you were to get into an accident, there is a possibility that those airbags would not deploy. And obviously, you know, if you're in an accident, you want those airbags to deploy. You know, it's a safety feature. So yeah, that's why there is a, I don't know if it's a worldwide recall or nationwide recall, but it's saying on here that it pertains to 2024 to 2026 Rangers, and they give you the notice if your VIN falls into that category. They send you this little paperwork right here. So let me put you down, I'll show you exactly the recall notice that I'm talking about. So I have 2 letters here because one's an updated one and one is the first recall that you get. So this is the first recall notice right here. It's basically just highlighting, you know, the certain issues here. So you can see there, like I said, recall notice, and then the other recall number right there. And right here, this notice is sent to you in accordance with the National Traffic and Motor Vehicle Safety Act. Ford Motor Companies decided that certain 2024, 2026 Rangers, including this VIN, blah, 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 failed to conform to Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards number 226, ejection mitigation. We apologize for this situation and want to assure you that with our assistance, we will correct this condition for free. Obviously, it's going to be for free. It's a damn recall, but thank you, Ford, for letting us know it's going to be free. But yeah, it's basically, if you go into it a little bit more, it just highlights and says that it has to do with the side curtain airbags, that there is a possibility if you were to get into an accident that, you know, they might not deploy. And what will Ford do for you? And then it says right here, parts are not available. So this was sent, as you can see right there, September of 2025. I got this like the 1st or 2nd of September, so it came like pretty quick, honestly. And it's saying right here, the remedy is anticipated to be available in the 4th quarter of 2025. So I would say we are in the 4th quarter of 2025. Currently we're in October. So yeah. So to piggyback off of that, I recently received this follow-up email or follow-up letter right here. I also received an email and a notice on the Ford app, but now it's basically saying that parts are available to repair your vehicle. So that's always good, thank goodness. So the funny thing is that, yeah, although I got the letter saying that parts are now available and that, you know, I can make the appointment with my dealership to get this resolved, yeah, when I contacted my dealership, because this is my daily driver, I drive around with my daughter who is almost 4 years old in the back. Yeah, I definitely wanted to get any sort of safety recalls, you know, performed. With the S650, not too worried about it. My daughter doesn't ride in there anymore. That's really, you know, just for me. My wife doesn't even really enjoy riding it in there anymore because it's loud as hell with the headers. It's staying supercharged, yeah, all of that. But you get it if you know, it is what it is. But I definitely want to get it repaired in the Ranger Raptor. So contacted my dealership. I said, hey, you know, got the letters saying, you know, parts are available now. I'd love to get this recall performed as soon as possible. So they told me, yeah, sure, that's great and all. Yeah, the parts are available, but the parts are back ordered. So yeah, you know, kind of, you know, silly. You send out the letter saying that parts are available, but they're actually recalled. But yeah, he was saying that, yeah, this is affecting quite a few vehicles, that, you know, obviously certain dealerships are getting the parts before other ones. They did put me down on a list to get the repair done. They said they are going to order the parts. They have no ETA on when parts are going to become available. They said if I wanted to, I could go and leave the truck with them and then they would get the repairs done as soon as the parts came in, but they didn't have like an ETA, so I didn't want to leave my truck with them for an unforeseen amount of time. So that's why I still have the truck here. Like I said, I'm on the wait list now to get the repairs made, but it's all in the air on when the parts will actually really be available. And it's honestly kind of like a crapshoot. Are they going to supply the parts to the current owners first, or are they going to give them to the dealerships to repair the vehicles that are sitting on their lot? Honestly, it could kind of go either way. As a business, I'm sure Ford wants to get their vehicles repaired as quickly as possible so they can get them out the door, make money by selling them to, you know, their clients and their customers who've ordered them. You know, I'm sure Ford doesn't want to have a customer that's been waiting for, you know, 6 months to 12 months for the Ranger Raptor, and then when it comes in, they can't even sell it to them. So I can see where they would want to kind of repair those vehicles first, but I can also see on the other hand that Ford doesn't want to be liable to all of those current owners that are driving these vehicles out there, and God forbid they get into an accident and, you know, the safety features don't deploy and those vehicles get hurt, and it just opens up a can of worms for a bunch of different lawsuits. So what do you guys think? Comment down below and let me know. Do you think Ford is going to step up and repair all those vehicles to current owners, or are they going to take care of themselves and repair all of their current inventory vehicles so they can, you know, sell them and obviously make money? To me, I'm kind of 50-50 on both, but I would love to hear what you guys think. So yeah, guys, I guess as a newfound Ford fanboy, this is part of life with Ford, just open recalls and shit like that. But, you know, I'm, you know, talking lightly here. I really haven't had any sort of major issues with either of these, especially like my S650 making like over 800 horsepower, you know, no major issues. Let me knock on wood real quick because I might jinx myself there. And same with the Ranger Raptor. Again, I've only had this for like going on 3 months now, but definitely been driving the hell out of it and no real major concerns. I did post a 5,000 mile review video right up here if you want to go check that out. But yeah, all in all, really loving the Ranger Raptor. Just thought I'd make this quick video just to more or less target the prospective buyers out there that are seeming to have issues with dealers selling them. Because of this recall, they don't want to be liable for anything. It's illegal for them to sell a vehicle with an open safety recall. That's why, you know, they're not selling them to you guys, because like I said, I've been seeing quite a few people running into this issue on the Facebook group, so figured why not make a quick little video for you guys. But yeah guys, that's really gonna do it for this one. Just thought I would check in with y'all, give you my 2 cents on this. I'm kind of up in the air with what Ford's gonna do. I thought it was kind of funny that they sent out the letters saying that, you know, you can go and get your vehicles repaired now, but the parts are actually back ordered. So, you know, that's kind of funny. But as always guys, thanks for kicking it with me today. My name's Will. This is the With Me YouTube channel. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, the comment, you know, all that jazz, you know, that always makes my day and pleases the whole algorithm. But as always guys, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Later everybody.